All right, this is Math 209, Week 1, Section 5.2, Subtracting. All right, so what does that mean? Well, subtracting is a little bit different from addition because you have to really closely pay attention to that negative sign where we hadn't had to worry about that previously. So I'm going to get this down. Let's see, 5x plus 7 minus negative 6x plus 9. All right, so now, what does this mean? Well, because we have no we have a positive and no number in the front of this guy, that guy we can just copy down without the parenthesis, 5x plus 7. But this guy, we have to be a little bit careful. We're going to have to do what's called distributing the negative. So basically this means minus negative 6x. Well, that basically, this guy, to distribute, turns all of the signs inside the parentheses to their opposite. So this guy becomes a plus. And we have, instead of minus 6x, it becomes positive 6x. Instead of positive 9, it becomes minus 9. All right, so that's what that is. So the minus and the minus become a plus, the minus and the plus become a negative. All right, so that's the key thing, the tricky thing about subtraction. So now we're looking for our like terms. So we've got 5x plus positive 6x are our like terms. And we have plus 7 minus 9 as our like terms. So I've moved the like terms next door to each other. And now 5x plus 6x, well, that's 11x. Not 11x squared. That would be wrong. It's just 11x. And then positive 7 minus 9, that's a negative 2. And there is our answer. So more of the same. So we've got, let's get that written down. So you've got negative 6x squared plus 4x. That's the quantity. Minus the quantity 5x squared plus 7x minus 3. All right. So again, this first term, this first group, has no number in the front, no negative sign, so it's a positive. So that means we can just drop the parentheses, and so you get negative 6x squared plus 4x. But here, we have to worry about distributing the negative. So this guy is positive, so negative, distributing this negative makes this guy negative 5x squared. Distributing the negative makes this guy negative 7x, or minus 7x. And then distributing this negative over here turns this into a plus 3. So do you see how previously it was a positive 5, now it's a minus 5. Previously it was a positive 7, now it's a minus 7. Previously it was a negative 3, now it's a positive 3. It's almost like this guy disappears and all of these guys turn to their opposites, and that's what happened. All right, so now I'm going to kind of skip a little bit, and I'm going to say, well, we've got negative 6x minus 5x squared, negative 6x squared minus 5x squared. So that gives us negative 11x squared. If you're not sure about that, pause and figure that out. Here we have plus 4x minus 7x. So that gives us minus 3x. And then this guy has no like term, so we just bring him down, so it's plus 3. And there is our answer. All right, so more subtracting. So you've got in the quantities, in the parentheses, 6x squared y to the fourth plus 2x to the fourth y minus the quantity 4x squared y to the fourth minus x to the fourth y. All right, so again, this very first term, we have a positive in the front and there's no number, so we don't have to worry about the distributive property, so that we can just drop the parenthesis. So you end up with this. But here we do have to distribute the negative sign. So this is a positive, but it becomes a negative. So that's negative 4x squared y to the fourth. This is a negative, but it becomes a positive. So it's plus 4x to the fourth y. And now we are going to combine like terms. So does this guy have any like terms? Yes, he does. He has it right here. So you end up with 6 minus 4. So that gives us 2. So it's 2x squared y to the fourth. Does this guy have any like terms? Yes, he does. It's right here. So remember, this is a plus 2, this is a plus 1, so that gives us plus 3 x to the fourth y, and that is our answer. When the directions say do not factor, that just basically means do the work and don't simplify it any further. Later you're going to learn about what the heck this word factor means, but right now just ignore it. So we have in parentheses 4ab to the fourth power. That's just a monomial right in there. And then we have minus the quantity 4ab to the fourth power plus 5a to the third power b. All right. And again, this front term has no number in the front, has no positive or negative, so it's positive. So there's no need for the distributive property, so we can just drop the parenthesis. And then we have to distribute the negative. So this becomes minus 4ab to the fourth minus 5a cubed b. You might need to pause to understand what the heck I just did there. And now, do we have any like terms? Does this guy have any like terms? Yep, right here. And look at this. 4 minus 4 is 0. So these guys basically cancel each other out, leaving us with the answer negative 5a cubed b. All right, so now we've got 5s to the fifth. Man, I hate when they do 5s and s's next to each other, because now it's all, the s's look like 5s and, geez, whatever. So 5s to the second power minus 4. Oh, great. This is like reading comprehensions 101, because all these symbols look so similar. 3s squared plus 14. Okay, so now first, we don't have to worry about the distributive property because there's no number in the front and it's positive. So we can just drop those first set of parentheses. Nice. But we do have a distributive property here. And so this becomes minus 9s to the fifth plus 3s squared minus 14. All right, so there. And now we're going to be looking for our like terms. Does this guy have any like terms? Yep, right there. So that ends up being negative 4s to the fifth. Why? Well, because this is plus 5 or positive 5 minus 9. So it's negative. And then we've got a plus 5s squared, and here's a plus 3s squared. So that gives us plus 8s squared. And then we have, oh, let's do it in black, negative 4, negative 14. So that gives us negative 18. And there is our answer. And the last one. So we've got 4x cubed minus 4x in parentheses minus the quantity 9x cubed plus 8x plus 8. All right, so this first term, we have no number in the front and it's positive, so we don't have any need for the distributive property, so we can just drop the parentheses. But we do have parentheses, we have to distribute the negative here. We do have the distributive property. So that ends up being negative 9x cubed minus 8x minus 8. Remember, distributing that negative changes the sign of everything to the opposite. And so, what do we have? We have a 4x cubed. Do we have any other like terms? Yep, right here. Minus 9x cubed. So that's negative 5x cubed. Then we have a minus 4x and a minus 8x. So that gives us minus 12x. A lot of people want to put minus 4, but that's doing the negative numbers wrong. So it's negative 12x, and then this minus 8 is all alone. There's no like term, so we just stick it on at the end right there. And that is your answer.